Okie, welcome to this edition of Prairie Phyre. This is a special edition dedicated to the Magasto Foundation Fundraising Gala for Red Crow Community College. I hope you enjoy the following interviews. So we're with Morris Crow Jr., who just recently was appointed the student body president of Red Crow Community College at the branch campus in Lethbridge, Alberta. How are you today, Morris?
I'm really good, thanks.
I bet it must be really rewarding to see the turnout of the community for this fundraiser for a new school.
Yeah, I was really surprised how many people came out today. It was a lot of, I don't know, sharply dressed people like me.
So how long have you been the student body president?
Actually not very long, just a couple months. But this is my second semester in Red Crow.
So with the new building that is going to be going up over the next few years for Red Crow Community College, do you think that it's going to be more accessible to both the students that live on and off the reserve?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're with Danielle Tailfeathers, who is the newly crowned Miss Blackfoot Canada. This is your first kind of big thing since the powwow. How is it for you transitioning into the role of being a princess from just straight up going to powwows?
It's kind of nerve-wracking because there's not other dancers beside me or behind me, and they're all looking at me. And it's kind of like a special role, and it's nerve-wracking. It's nervous to be in front of everyone.
I've seen you at a few powwows, and you seem to carry yourself very well and very confident, so I'm sure you'll do well in your role. So, thank you for your time. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
My name is I'm from Siksika Nation, Alberta, country singer.
How long have you been singing country?
About 10 years now.
And what was your main inspiration to start singing country?
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Yes.
Us native people that dance, that sing like you.
First-hand exchange there with the elder. That was right awesome. It must be really validating for you to have that kind of response from our elders, hey?
Yeah, it is.
How can people get a hold of you if they would like to book you for a performance or an interview?
Well, I have a website. It's going to be up shortly here in the next, I'd say, week or two. arminduckchief.com. And you got Facebook and Twitter, so I'm on there. Other than that, the website is probably your best bet. I'll have all my booking information on there.
Right on. Well, thank you very much. Get a Matson.
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies, you had quite an evening at the gala tonight. First of all, if you could for me, please introduce yourselves to our audience here in Southern Alberta.
Well, we are Asini, and it's Asini.
So since the release of your first album, how was that just in terms of accomplishing your dream? How did that feel to realize, wow, we're going to release our very first CD? Like, that's got to be an amazing feeling.
We did it more because people kept asking us, do you have a CD? Do you have a CD? We're like, we got to do a CD, right? So we
had no money.
Yeah. So we got a grant and we worked with CBC and we did it live off the floor at Convocation Hall. And I don't think any of us expected it to be as successful as it was, and it got a Juno nomination.
And that was 2007?
In 2006.
Six was the Juno.
And so
Canadian Aboriginal Music Award, the best female traditional cultural roots album.
yeah, so and a Western Canadian Music Award nomination. So it did, I think we were shocked. So we never ever really, thought that, this is the big time, or this is, we were like, let's just get this CD out and so we can keep singing and, be able to give people when they ask for it. So.
When you found out that you would be singing for this particular fundraiser for Red Crow College, how was that as performers and women who work within the community validating for you?
I guess for me, it validates on several different levels. One, of course, is that as Indigenous peoples in Canada, it's really important, that we become educated, because education is the tool. But I think the thing that I'm really excited about, in addition to that, is that we are all connected. And it's really great for us to have the opportunity to come south. The intercultural amongst Indigenous peoples in Canada is also something that's really important. So that we can learn about the other Indigenous cultures in Canada, because there's many.
Yes.
So for me, that was very exciting.
I especially love coming here to say, I'm Cree. But I have many dear friends here. I spent one of my dear friends is Olivia Tailfeathers, and I know her son is here today, and also Leroy and Greta Bears. We've met so many wonderful people, and they've really made us feel welcome every time we come. Debbie and I were in Lethbridge for the Center for Indigenous Theatre, the 3-week program on different occasions, and working with the students at the university. So it just feels kind of like home, without the winds causing earaches. But I just love it here. So thank you for having us back. And I would like to acknowledge the Blood Tribes for the land that we're invited to. Thank you.
I really love my friends here and just the relationships, and we have never, I think, ever been made to feel that we were not welcomed here.
True.
We've always had open doors. Come visit here. Come check out this place. And we feel that we have family here, and historically, it was not like that, and to be able to go into each other's territory, so to speak, and to embrace and be friends and move forward, I think that's really important to me.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, ladies, and have a wonderful stay in Lethbridge. And we're with Frances First Charger, who is the CEO of the Migesto Foundation. And how is it heartening for you to see the amount of people who came out to support the Red Crow fundraiser today?
I guess I'm fogging up my glasses. I'm really pleased. We had a full house here. The main objective, as mentioned when I was talking, was to let people know what we're doing at Migesto. It's for a new building, and also we celebrated the First Nation talent, which brought us all together. Things are more or less to make people aware of what we're doing, why we exist. And of course, our objective is to eventually have a new home for Red Crow Community College.
So you're looking at this new home being like the main campus then, instead of being out at St. Mary's?
Well, we'll probably still use the old residential school for, because we're expanding. We got to always have our continuing education, alternate school probably still be there. But that's going to be our main campus eventually. And I guess the big question, where is it going to be, is we're looking at 3 possible locations. It's being finalized depending on the infrastructure. And also, now that we're aiming for 5 years, but the student affordable housing, I'm pretty sure that's going to come about a lot faster because there's more funding with the federal provincial government on affordable housing, and our students need that here.
If anybody wants to make any type of donation, how can they do that?
They could just call our office at Red Crow Community College. That's where our office is, the Miguel Foundation. And our phone number is 403-737-3400. I do a lot of traveling, but the staff there can forward them where to get a hold of me. One of the biggest things is a lot of knocking on doors. And I'll have a chance with the tribe helping us, like they helped us with the design, which was a lot of work there. And also, they're going to give me an opportunity to go international, which we'll be doing probably in April. We'll be looking at some big corporations and international possible funding.
Awesome. Well, congratulations and good job on the turnout. And I look forward to keeping on with this story as it progresses.
Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, get a matsin.